What's up, guys? My name is Jessekazam. Welcome back to the Ultimate Escape from Tarkov Beginner's Guide. My goal, as always, is to create short, high-quality guides that help shorten the learning curve of Escape from Tarkov and get you and your raids having fun as soon as possible. In this video, we're going to be talking about ammo. And once you kind of have a fundamental understanding of how Tarkov works, this is probably the absolute most crucial thing for you to understand. The game doesn't offer you a lot of information, and as you dive deeper into it, it can appear to be really confusing. But really, just one or two simple things to understand are going to help equip you with really important knowledge that's going to help you drop enemies faster and get out of more raids. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So like we said, learning the ammo is going to be one of the absolute most valuable things that you can know in Tarkov. This is going to be the difference between you mag dumping on somebody and shooting him 20 or 30 times and not killing them, and them turning around and shooting you twice and dropping you. A lot of these mechanics are going to go hand in hand with the armor, but we're going to break down how armor works in another video so that we can really dive deep into both of these, ammo and armor. So I kind of want to break down how the ammo works in the game. So I have several different types of the same caliber of bullet right here, and they look really identical for the most part. There's not a lot of information here. Even if you click on them, it'll show you the caliber, but other than that, there's not a lot of useful information. But the game does try to create as many real world types of rounds as possible. So some are tracer rounds, some are crowd control rounds, some are armor penetration rounds. So they're there to serve very different purposes. And there's a lot of numbers and mechanics behind here that the game really doesn't show you. But luckily we have some awesome members of the community, awesome content creators, and the guys at the wiki, and they have been able to uncover a lot of this information and we can benefit from. So an amazing content creator called No Food After Midnight has compiled a lot of this information into this spreadsheet. It looks confusing. I'm going to link it below along with his Twitch and stuff like that. It looks confusing, and it can be, but this is one of the most valuable things that you can have in Escape from Tarkov right now. And once you start to understand this, you are going to be able to start dropping people really quickly. And it's not as complicated as it looks. Really, we're only looking at one or two values here: damage and pen value. Damage is the amount of damage that round is going to do to an unarmored part of the body, so to the flesh. Like we learned in the health video, if you do over the amount of damage that limb has, you're going to black it out. Then you're going to start doing damage to the entire body. So a really high damage round is going to shred through people really quickly. But generally, really high damage rounds have terrible armor pen, and that's what the second value is, the penetration value. And this is kind of the meta. This is the most important value for the ammo in the game right now, because we can safely assume that your enemy is going to be running the best armor that he can. So we want to be able to penetrate that armor. So the armor pen value is really that. It's a number that shows you how likely an ammo is to penetrate armor and how effective it's going to be at doing that. Some of the stuff we're going to go over in the armor video. But if a bullet does penetrate an armor, it's going to do most of this value in its damage to that limb. If it doesn't penetrate an armor, it's going to do a small percentage of this damage to that limb, known as blunt damage. And that's to simulate, if you've got IRL, if you've got an armor plate or a bulletproof vest on and you get shot 5 times in the chest, those rounds aren't going to go through, but it is going to hurt you. It is going to do damage to you, and you're not going to be able to just run away completely fine. So it's trying to simulate that. Depending on when you watch this video, that may or may not be in the game. The devs have been tinkering with it and turning it off and turning it on and trying to perfect it, but it is an intended mechanic, so it's good to know. Like I said, we're going to go deeper into a lot of the mechanics behind this in the armor video, but as a general rule of thumb, take the armor class, multiply it by 10, and that's how much armor pen a round needs to penetrate it. So an armor class 3 will need a round that has about 30 pen to penetrate it. Now there's a formula behind all this, so sometimes a round with 25 pen will penetrate it, and sometimes a round with 35 pen won't. But as a general rule of thumb, if you've got 30 pen on a round versus a level 3 armor, it's going to consistently, especially if you have a full auto weapon, you're going to be able to drop that enemy really quickly. Like I said, I'm going to link this down below. It's definitely worth diving deeper into a lot of the mechanics. He explains what a lot of this means up here. But even if you just pull this up to find your round, find the damage and find the pen value. This is going to really help you set the right expectation for what you're bringing into a raid. So if you don't have any really high armor pen rounds on you, that's okay, because like we've talked about with the health video, the head and the face, the head only has 35 total health, and basically every single round in the game has more than 35 damage. So you can shoot somebody in the head, you're going to drop them even if they have armor or a face shield. Those are generally easier to pen. So you get to really just equip yourself with the knowledge of what you're bringing into a raid. As a general rule of thumb, like I said, you're going to want to bring in the highest pen ammo that you have, so that you can kill people really quickly no matter what they're wearing. But just the knowledge of what a round was intended for helps equip you to know that you have to go for face shots or maybe leg shots, or that you're comfortable center of mass shooting somebody, and that you're going to drop them effectively. Like I said, this can really help you avoid those situations where you shoot somebody 20 or 30 times and they don't die. They turn around and shoot you once or twice. So keep this up on a second monitor on your phone or something. And when you're in your stash, refer to it for the ammos that you find in your raids and that you purchase, so that you can start knowing what best to use for your weapons, so that you can start dropping your enemies as soon as possible. I really hope this helped. I hope this laid a foundation so that you guys can understand what these mechanics are, and I hope that this helps you survive as many raids as possible. Thank y'all so much, as always, for checking out this video. I stream Escape from Tarkov about 4 days a week, so all my links are down below if you'd love to stop by and say hey. Think about giving this video a like and subscribing for more content and guides like this. And drop a comment down below if you have any questions about this video, or if you have any guides that you'd like to see me make in the future. I hope these videos are helpful. I'll see you all in the next one.